Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Marvelous Monstrosities and Devilish Designs. This time around, we're going to be checking out Grenade Fest 2, Ogres Revenge. Made on September 18th of 1996 by Rob Albin. Okay, so he gives credits to a grenade launcher, an all-around pretty cool weapon, and obviously what really this whole thing is going to be about, apparently. So yeah, the boys at id were too kind. They made all these handy targeting functions and didn't let the monsters use half of them. Well, if you thought the monsters were too easy to avoid in Quake, don't worry. They can get smarter. Ogres Revenge. If you can see them, they will find you. I'm liking this modification. This is more my style. If you're above them, they'll jump up to you. If you're below them, they'll jump down. If there's a wall blocking them, they'll jump over it to get down to you. And once they get onto the same plane the floor you're standing still on, they'll take a few tips from the Fiend on just what works for delivering a TLC package that'll bring a tear to your eye. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, that is definitely freaking lethal. So they basically go up, they go down, they move all around, and they also try killing you easily. That's a nightmare. So, everybody uses a grenade launcher, except the ogres. What? Okay, that's kind of backwards. Contrary to popular belief, an ogre without explosives is still pretty dangerous. Soldiers? Grenade launcher. Enforcers? No laser, grenade. Level items? For weapons, there's grenade launchers. For ammo boxes, you get a 10 bots of grenades or a 5-pack bots of grenades. Level start, you get one shiny new grenade launcher. This guy's insane. He loves grenade launchers. Freaking excessive as heck. I love it. There's also a shotgun with 10 shells and adds for those switches that are just downright tough to blow up with a pineapple. Okay. So let's see here. It's a festival! A festival of alright already! Let's see here. So yeah, basically this is really freaking excessive as death. So let's see here. Player start's going to be starting with, guess what? Yeah, let's load this thing up and get the freaking grenade launcher. Because, you know, when you start Quake, you want to have a grenade launcher. And 200 armor. Because that's also another logical thing. You get 200 armor when you start this game for some reason. I thought this was supposed to be harder, but everybody has grenade launchers, including the player. The world is just one big grenade launcher. Also 10 shells. But who cares about that? We care about the grenade launcher. Okay, so let's see here. All weapons are grenade launchers. All ammo boxes are grenades. Backpacks have 2 grenades. Everything has grenades. The world is one big grenade launcher waiting for me to blow it up. Yeah, this is insane. This guy's insane. I love it. It's mad. I think I might use the grenade features depending on how good they are in Stripper. We'll have to see. But we need to see what exactly this level's about and how it works. But let's see here. Of course, grunts, fire grenades. Yeah, so let's see here. Look at that craziness. Oh dear God, they just throw grenades everywhere. If they find you, they will kill you. And as you see, that's really the main difference between them. They just basically now fire grenades. It's really insane. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Okay, I might not be including this modification, at least not that part. Because, honestly, I like the idea of variation between opponents, not every enemy just firing grenades. I think this guy's insane for that. Okay, here's an enforcer. He fires, well, grenades. The world is one game after another of grenades everywhere. So now you just run around, you blow up everything with grenades. And well, you play the entire game and hope that things die due to grenade launches. Remember when this was supposed to be harder? So far, I've actually been having an easy time. In fact, if anything, it's easier because I can explode things. It's different, definitely, but yeah. Not something I would say is bad. But yeah, every gun's a grenade launcher, every gun's a grenade launcher. Just like, bounce over here. Have a grenade. Have a grenade. Oh dear God, what have I done? I made arrows appear. But yeah, that is basically this level. Just endless grenade spam. See, guns are grenades. Everything is a grenade launcher. Really simple. Okay, so let's do something else. Basically, the biggest enemy that really is different is really the Ogre. The Ogre's really the most changed one. As said, there's no grenades now with the Ogre, but he has a jump in AI similar to the Fiend. He can modify to jump up or down on any distance or get on the same floor as the player, and can also jump out of the water. I see, so all those features that he was talking about is not for every enemy, just the Ogre. Well, that's kind of terrible. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a level whereby there's like a good Ogre. E2M3. E2M3 is a good one. Let's see how this Ogre works. Okay, so he jumps slowly towards me. Okay, that was a bit faster. Yeah, leaping ogres, everybody. I mean, I guess somewhat, because you have to use a grenade launcher to kill one, which is kind of deadly. But at the same time, it's still very, very easy. If anything, it's easier than grenade spam would be. I mean, yeah, it just makes it kind of like the Fiends. I thought this was supposed to give me more challenge, guy. I don't know, I feel like this is making it worse. I mean, it's definitely nice that he's able to, like, jump around somewhat, but this is definitely not the answer I was looking for. Honestly, it just makes it so everything's flying all around, just like, certain other enemies already are. I already have the spider doing it, I already have other enemies do it. I don't need the Ogre jumping around like a maniac. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. So, yeah, melee only Ogres are terrible. I don't like the idea of that at all. So much for that idea. Had to try it, but no. This definitely is not something to add to Stripper, sadly. On guard! If I could aim properly, that'd be one thing. There we are. But as you see, that really is the Ogre. Let's see here. Modify jump in AI, no grenades, can jump up and down to get on the same floor, can also jump out of water. Yeah, that pretty much is it. Nothing really fancy. Let's see here. If you think this new AI for the Ogres is cool, more than likely you can add it to any system mod by simply copying the Ogre over to it. Unless, of course, Ogre was modified in the other one. It's independent of the other files, and most patches that come out don't come close to touching these files. Yeah, most don't touch the monsters. Probably true for the Soldier and Enforcer 2. They call for the original firing functions in Ogre, which the mod Ogre doesn't use anymore. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. It's basically just everything's an excessive grenade that's firing fast. I guess they weren't kidding. But honestly, like I said, he started out by advertising this as being a brutally hard thing, whereby it felt like the original game was too easy, so he made this. But honestly, this feels easier than the original game. You get the grenade launcher, which is a lot easier than the normal game. And every enemy basically has a grenade launcher, which is honestly a lot easier to dodge than, say, like a hit scan weapon. Honestly, I feel like it'd be more dangerous with some sort of, like, the shotguns of a grunt than this. Yeah, honestly, that's not as deadly. And the Ogre feels a lot weaker the way he is. Jumping around is different, but honestly, that just makes it more of a mess or whatnot. I could make it on my modification already. I pretty much knew I could to make every enemy jump around like a maniac. But at the end of the day, that doesn't really work too well, because then you just get a bunch of enemies falling in slime, lava, whatever, and not really many on the platforms. You want to have some that are jumping around like that, so that way you have some sort of danger, like flying all around you. But at the same time, you also want to have that controlled experience whereby other enemies are on a flat plane and not going to fall into slime or lava. So, yeah, needless to say, not a big fan of this modification when it comes to adding it to Stripper. It's different, I'll give it that. It's definitely a different experience. I definitely haven't seen a modification that's tried to do something like this before. But at the same time, I really don't think this really works too well. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall see you all, well, next time.